Hi everybody, thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is your all sign reading for the next 45 days or so until the end of April. This reading is going to be what is the solution. So whatever circumstances you're facing right now, hopefully we will receive a message for you about what the solution is for you. Try to listen open-mindedly because oftentimes the message come through as metaphors, and I would recommend also watching, down the line again sometime, because what happens is when you go back to the reading and watch it a second time through, you get more information and you listen to it with fresh ears. So there's always this new interpretation that happens when you come back to videos, and there's a lot of videos in my catalog down below that you can check out again, and I have a feeling that you will understand them on a new level. I know I do. I watch my videos about 2 weeks after I do them, and it's like listening to another person doing the reading, and I find that very, very cathartic and helpful. So check out my all sign playlist. I'll link it in the description after I'm done. It's not there now. And check out my other videos, like the pick a card videos. They have lots of messages. And even if they're to a specific time, like maybe even 2018, 2017, if you're watching it, it's meant for you. So I'm just giving you some food for thought, because I know a lot of people are going to rely on these videos right now to get through the current circumstances. And I think we're going to be fine, and I think we're going to be okay. But in the meantime, just to deal with your own anxiety and worry, if this is the way that you deal with your emotions, this is, do it. Just use the videos and just pop in and hear messages. Check out different kind of readings. Watch for your sun, moon, and rising, Venus, Mars. Find which one resonates for you. The moon messages might be really healing at this time because they're going to speak to your soul. Have you ever tried watching for your north node? Find out where your north node is and watch for the sign that it represents. My north node is in Leo, and I often find that Leo readings are very resonant for me. I'm a Leo Virgo, by the way. So anyway, so here's a little chart. Let's do the chart thing to explain what I'm doing right now, or the logic of this reading, and then we'll just get into the reading right away. So right now the north node is creating a beautiful aspect to Uranus, and it has been for a while, but this is almost exact right now, which means that there is a perfect portal that is opening up, that is offering up solutions for all of us. So it's really important to kind of focus on, solutions. Where are things going? Who are you now? We have been supremely humbled by this aspect, which is Chiron and Lilith. I'll explain that all to you guys in another video. I think I have in the Lilith videos. I'm holding back my Lilith series, Lilith in Aries, because obviously it's a very difficult time. So it's only available to members only, because I just don't want to publish it right now because it's too intense of an energy. I'll wait till things calm down for everybody to see that series. So sorry about that. It would have been out already. But this conjunction between Chiron and Lilith has us feeling self-conscious about who we are, because it's like, can I make it? Can I withstand this situation? Am I strong enough? All those kinds of things. But remember, that is a square. Do you see this line right here to the north and south node that represent your past life and your future life, or your Dharma and your karma for the south node? And so this square means that the north and the south node, which are way more powerful than this conjunction is, they outweigh it, and it's saying that your destiny, your higher order, where you are going with things, is much brighter than the self-conscious feelings that you're feeling right now. And on top of that, the point of today's reading is Uranus with a beautiful sextile to the north node and a beautiful trine to the south node. Uranus is a problem solver. I don't know if you guys know that. Uranus is the best at problem solving. It rules the sign of Aquarius. And it's just righteous and awesome, and righteous in like the slang term of things. It's awesome. And I think this portal will give you an opportunity to solve and find solutions in your life. And I think that you should be open to it. I'm not guaranteeing one, but there's a high chance if you look, you will find one, okay? So that's the message of today. And really, I would say that this aspect is strongest between March 16th through March 22nd or so, but it's going to last until April, okay? So look for those solutions for the next 45 days. How do you guys like a little debrief on astrology to kind of contextualize what I'm going for with the reading? Let me know. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. And let's see if somebody is going to be doing the time caps. Please volunteer in the comments if you want to do time caps. And I have 2 decks before I start. I have the John Holland, which is a very healing deck. It's a nice energy. We like this here. And then my friend and the beautiful, I have this painting actually. Woohoo! I'm glad that it came up on the bottom. So this is Marie White's deck. It's called Mary L. Tarot. I really, really recommend this deck. It is so beautiful. It took her 14 years to paint. And I'm just such a fan of her work. I don't know her personally, but I did chat with her while I was buying her paintings. And she's just such a lovely soul, and the deck is written beautifully. The book with it is beautiful, so I really recommend you guys get it, okay? So now you guys will only be seeing the decks I love. It is the sign of the times, and I'm not going to be... There will be a lot of repeat times when you'll see the Morgan Greer and the John Holland deck, just because I like them so much, okay? So let's start with this high energy. First of all, let's also say some gratitude before we begin. If you don't like intros, you can just jump to the part of the reading that pertains to you. Let's say some gratitude. I'm glad I could be here with you guys. I'm glad that there's sunshine outside. And I hope that you guys are okay. And I hope that you guys are taking precautions. And I hope that you guys find your solutions with this reading. Just be calm and try to find your truth within a difficult time. Remember, nobody else has experienced this before. We've been talking about this on this channel for a minute. Nobody has experienced this before, and so we're in new territory. And our character, our generations, Gen X, we always pick on millennials for this, but Gen X and Gen whatever, the baby boomers are a part of it as well. Many of us are so selfish that it's up to us to change that now. And it's that selfishness that is leading to these kinds of problems across the world. It's not that they did that over there to us. It's that we're all doing it all together. So remember, selfishness is bad and being generous is good, and it's in crisis moments that it's really, really important that we stick to that. So that's my personal belief. I hope you don't mind my politics, and I hope that you can find some kind of thing to be grateful for and feel that gratitude today in some level, okay? And those of you who are putting down a lot of emojis, I just want to give you guys a heads up. The YouTube system flags accounts that use a lot of emojis and comments, and although I personally really like them, there are a lot fewer people working at YouTube right now because of the crisis. And so it's important for you to know that your account might be jeopardized, and there won't be someone to quickly change that back if you're using a lot of emojis. So I personally don't mind, but if you use 1 or 2 or 3, that's great. But I saw a couple people sending like big blocks of emojis, not just this reading and another reading as well. And I'm worried about your account. So I'm just telling you, be careful, just be careful with it. Okay, so now let's get into the reading. I used to do long intros, guys. Like I used to do like 30-minute intros. So 9 minutes is like, it's good for me, but I hope we got on the same page. If you like my chats, then go to Tarot Talk, because I did a Tarot Talk Get Ready With Me yesterday, and it's youtube.com/Tarot Talk, and it's an hour chat, and it's that kind of style where we talk about this, that, and the other, okay? So let's get into the reading. Let's set the portal now, 10 minutes in. What is the solution? So we have Cancer first. Wow, that's a good omen. So if you guys don't understand astrology, let me show you why this is a good omen. So what we're talking about is a portal based on the North Node, which represents the Dharma. Dharma is where we're supposed to go. And this is an aspect on Uranus onto the North Node. So the fact that Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising came up first is a really, really good sign. It's a really good omen that the portal is there and there are solutions for us to find. Okay, so Cancer, what are your solutions in the next 45 days till the end of April, please? Let's see. So your first message is the Six of Rods, victory and success, something that you have been in some way dealing with or facing. You are now going to find yourself successful. Then we have the Sun, no joke. I sit with my knee up, so I hope you guys don't mind, and I pick the cards off of my knee. It's just comfortable for me, so we'll do it that way unless somebody's offended. So we have the Sun, and so I think that you'll find a lot of happiness in the next 45 days, Cancer. I think that something that you wanted to achieve has happened, and it's making you really, really happy. Then we have the Five of Swords, conflict and defeat. I think that you're rising above a conflict that you've had with someone else. So a situation that was in one way or another. Let's see if I can improve there we go, that's better. So a situation, Cancer, with whom you've had some conflict and defeat is now being fixed, and I think you're trying to find the solution. Look how he's walking away from the light, and as he's walking away from the light, he meets a candle. So in the darkness, they find some kind of truth. Somebody's going in deep. Somebody's focusing on themselves to find a deeper truth, a deeper understanding. Let's see the next message. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, a change in luck around you, Cancer, in the next 45 days. Change of luck for the better, a breakthrough moment, unexpected solutions. Then we have the Six of Wands again. That's the same card as this one right here. So this is saying victory and success, victory and success. There's been some kind of success around you, Cancer, and you're going towards just rising above whatever's been holding you back. If I was going to say anything about this, I would say that this is an interpersonal problem where there was a conflict between you and someone else, Cancer, and it was very hard for you to solve. And I think that probably you found your way through it. You found your awareness through it. And then you have the Five of Wands. So I think that you're getting ready to confront something in a positive way. I think that you know what to say in a situation. You know how to fix things. This is about fixing things. This isn't about confronting or fighting or something like that. This is about you found the light. You found your voice in a situation. You know what you're going to say. And I think that it's going to turn out quite well for you. A little bit nervous going in, but I think you're going to be fine. Okay? So this is Uranus North Node aspect, and for the sign of Aries. Hi, Aries, my little firecrackers. Oh, I'll call you guys the firecrackers. That's so cute. Oh, by the way, if you guys are in chat and you feel like it, why don't you guys tell me some like words or like nicknames for all the signs? But I've decided Aries is going to be my little firecrackers because it's so cute and it's so accurate. Oh, I love finding the perfect nickname for my friends. Okay, so let's see your messages. What is the solution for Aries? What is the solution in the next 45 days for Aries? We have the Two of Pentacles. So there's some kind of movement. Maybe you're going to be changing a direction that you're going, Aries. Maybe moving or maybe changing something about your environment. Yeah? And then we have the Magician. Whatever you're going to change is going to empower you to be stronger. This is Magician can be ruled by Mercury, but it can also be ruled by Uranus, which we're talking about today. And so, yeah, there's this movement forward that's going to make you feel a lot more powerful, Aries. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, financial and material changes. So with your strength, I think that what you're going to do is reach out to other people and try to build like informal connections with other people, Aries, over the next month. So things like, you know, I'll bring you some groceries and then you can go on Thursday and then you can bring me some water because you're going there, that kind of stuff. So, excuse me. By the way, I have a cold. It's a cold. So just so you guys know, I'm fine. But I do have a cold. So, okay, so you're going to find circumstances with other people to kind of figure things out, Aries. So like you're going to do something for them, they're going to help you out, and you're coming in this situation by having changed something in your environment. You're coming in strong to help out. Let's see the next message. We have the Magician. So this is Magician and this is Magician. So you're definitely making a big move, Aries. There's definitely some kind of a empowered moment for you guys. Speaking of firecrackers, there's an empowerment moment. You're taking a step. You're doing something that's very powerful for your life. Then we have the World, expanding horizons. You're reaching outside of your little bubble. Like you're going outside of like what's familiar and you're reaching out. And then we have the Knight of Discs, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But I think this is you. And I think what this represents is that you're going towards some kind of, concrete outcome. This really feels like something to do with money, something to do with work. You're being proactive and you're working really, really hard towards changing something. So like moving or, changing something around, changing something in your environment. You're being very headstrong right now, which is great. And you're kind of taking up that energy and pushing forward. It's actually really cool to see this. I think you'll be very successful with the changes you make. And remember, building connections with other people is really, really important right now, okay? In a safe and distant manner, okay? Let's see the next sign. Now I'm on. Yesterday's reading was good, but it was very emotional. Today's reading, the moon's in Capricorn, conjunct Mars. Woohoo, here we go. So we have Capricorn energy. Capricorn is where it's at right now. So those of you guys who are into astrology, I don't mean to badger you over the head with it, but look at this. This is yesterday's chart. So the moon was here. The moon is actually conjunct probably Jupiter by now, Pluto. These breakthrough moments, this is another portal, but maybe we'll save that for another day. So overall, Capricorns, you have everything going on. On a personal level, what we haven't talked to you guys about because everybody's been busy is that because Saturn's in the last stage of Capricorn, there's big life lessons that you're closing out at this time as Saturn transitions into Aquarius on the 21st. So it's almost about to transition into Aquarius, and when it's in the last stage of Capricorn, it's consolidating the last 2.5 years of your life. So you want to think about basically what have you learned, what kind of things did you experience in the last 2.5 years, and how can you rise above that? What are the lessons? Okay, and those lessons can be coming at you hard. Whatever's been happening for 2.5 years could be happening really intensely now. So you're rising above it. You've been a good student, and now you're going to show the teacher what you know. It's exam time, Capricorn. Let's take a look. Sorry I haven't gotten into it for you guys. You guys need a reading more than anybody else, I think. So if I can squeeze it in, I'll do it. I'm going to be busy for the next 5 days, but after that, everything's going to be back to normal. Okay, and something good is happening. I just can't tell you what. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn, what is the solution? Sorry, not sorry. We have the World. Okay, Capricorn's moving also, but this is, the World. It's like suddenly your bubble is burst, your little thing that you do every day, that day in, day out is over, and now you're looking towards the world at large. So you're considering other countries, other cities, you're on the internet. There's a breakthrough moment in where you are looking. There's some delays with regard to what you know, or some delays with regard to what you want to achieve. And I think that has to do with like the slow transition of where you need to go. And then patience and planning, which is the Seven of Pentacles. So you're definitely moving into a more reserved, conservative kind of energy where you're going to be thinking about, saving money, looking for in the midterm to long term, thinking about how things will impact you in the mid to long term. So yeah, there's definitely this kind of long-term thinking about things. Let's see the next message. We have the Three of Swords. So you're dealing with some kind of stages of grief. Look on my Twitter to find out about the 5 stages of grief, because they're really important to know for yourself and also for the people around you. Because when you see people being sarcastic or inappropriate or swearing or getting angry, know that it's a process of grief that they're going through, and it's not something that you should take on personally right now, especially in an extreme situation like this. So we have the Three of Swords, which means that, yeah, it's you've accepted that something in your life was a hard hit. Something got hit hard and it was a hard situation. And now you're kind of rising above it and seeing what you can do with the situation. So you're adapting and you're moving forward. Next, we have the Six of Wands. And you're going to have a victory in all that. It's a fact of life that we accept sometimes that things aren't working out the way that we had hoped. And then we have the Justice card. And so this is balance, order. Circumstances will work out for the better. The sun came out. Jesus. Sorry to use the J. Sorry, Jesus. Sorry for saying your name. Okay. Sorry, don't hurt me. Okay. I fix this. Okay. I love Jesus. Okay, so wherever you are going, love you, JD. Is it JD? I don't know. What's his last name? So we have the Justice card. So Seven of Pentacles, right? So you are definitely going forward towards something that's going to be quite moderate and something that's going to put your life into balance. So what you're doing right now, what are the solutions, is that you're dealing with the disappointment you've had. Yeah, it's happened, and now you're thinking strategically how to turn that Mack truck around. Have you guys heard me talk about the Mack truck? You know how a big truck turns on the road, how slowly it has to do that turn because it's huge. It's like sometimes some things are so big, like a Mack truck, it takes a long time for it to make a different course of action, a different direction, and that's your energy right now. But where you're going is towards saving money, towards saving circumstances, midterm to long-term outlook, thinking about where things are going. It's really a excuse me, it's really like a long-term solution thinking, Capricorn. Okay, I'm really not sick. I promise you that. It's just I don't know what it is, but that's okay. But I'm fine. I just don't want to worry anybody. Okay. I've been self-isolating for months. Okay. So we have Libra. Libra next, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The sun's coming out also. That's why it's changing the screen. Hi, Libra. I can't, I'm trying to think of the proper Libra name. You guys should tell me the proper Libra nicknames. What is the solution for Libra right now until April? Let's see. So we have the Seven of Wands, the chakra. Okay, so the crown chakra. That's vision, Libra. I think you're experiencing some really intense visions. Remember, it's Uranus at the North Node. So you're having these big visions right now, and everything is kind of square to your transits. The nodes are square to you. Uranus is not square to you, but it's not necessarily the easiest angle. I think that you're getting breakthrough ideas and concepts that are coming to you really strongly, and that's allowing you to be extremely creative. So this is the Empress card, fertility and Venus. I think you're going to spend your time on kind of beautiful things, and beauty can be very, very, I don't know, different. It can be different for different people. Like building beauty in the world is bringing harmony into the world, and I think that in some way you feel a little stoic, you feel a little light, you feel like there's, I don't know, there's a part that you play in everything, and you try to be kind to everyone and give them your time, give them your affection, give them your attention. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. So you are going to be the hub, Libra. You're going to be the hub of social connections between people. And so the sooner that you figure this out, this hub is going to develop over the next several months. So 3 to 6 months time, you're going to really find yourself in the middle of a lot of social situations where you're the one who's connecting other people. But if you want to begin right now, you're ready for it. And I think that you're already being drawn towards doing that. The North Node in May is moving into Gemini, which is an air sign just like yours. And so for you, that will be another aspect harmonizing Libra. You guys have some really interesting aspects. I bet a lot of Libras are going to find a lot of success right now. And so basically, for you, it's in the social realm. For you, it's with other people, connecting with other people, connecting other people, being kind, helping people connect with each other. That's what I was meaning. Let's look at these cards. Sort of represent to me the more mystical meaning, so we're going deeper when we're doing the second line. And so we have the Hierophant here, the card of Taurus. You're being called to action, to be generous and kind, and to bring that resourcefulness, the social resourcefulness, to other people. And that feels really good for you in terms of who you are. Like, your feelings about who you are very solid, Libra. We have the Three of Swords. I think that what's held you back is when you tried to shine before and other people had stopped you in your tracks. So this is very much like confronting those past situations where when I was in grade 5, I wanted to bring everyone together in my class, and at lunchtime have different kinds of like groups for different kinds of things. So I would make up a group and get all my friends to sit around the table, and I would try to like have board meetings. Like, this is Veroosh, little boss Veroosh, 10 years old, setting up boss meetings, you know, in our little portable. We were in a class in a portable because there was so many kids. But anyway, so I always tried to have these little clubs and board meetings, and I wanted to be the CEO. It was so funny. Now that I look back on it, like, my whole life has been like this, of me like being a bossy bee. So this is like, and at that time, what I was trying to say, it was like, sometimes kids would give up, sometimes I couldn't get kids interested, and I took it so personally. I was like, why? Like, I want you guys to be, and it was those kinds of things that I had to later confront and be like, and do it the proper way. So yeah, the libertarian Libras. I like that. But yeah, so you're a little boss Libra, and so now in some way you're again, maybe before you tried to shine, maybe you tried, because you're reliant on other people's agreement to be in that position, right? You're relying that other people support you, that other people believe in you, that kind of stuff. And you can take it really personally. I know I did. My 10-year-old heart broke over and over again when my friends wanted to go play outside and not join my board meeting. So Libra, you're also confronting that energy. Sorry for the short story, but this energy reminded me of that. And so yeah, so like you're kind of bringing people together, and you're trying again at a situation where you didn't feel so comfortable at before. Then we have the Tower. So I think you're going to change things for other people. I think that you are going to change things for other people. I think you're going to take lonely people, Libra, and you're going to make them connected. And I think that that's like the Dharma. The North Node is Dharma, like how you contribute to society. That's where your power is. I just love Libra's reading today. It's the best one so far. Oh my gosh. And this reading is getting better and better as we go along, the higher energy. So yeah, this is good, Libras. Like, Libras are so kind. I love Libras so much. Okay, so let's see the next message. We have Capricorn, which we've done. Capricorn again. Capricorns want to go a second time. That's Capricorn energy. Veroosh, I want another one. And another one. That's Khaled, right? I don't like Khaled. Okay, so we have Virgo. Today I like everyone, so I even like Drake today. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, so let's see. Although I did hear a couple Drake songs. Listen, I really hate G-Eazy, and I heard a couple G-Eazy songs. And I found my old Walkman, and I was like listening to it. I was listening to G-Eazy before. I didn't know he was around. So and the song that I was listening to, I liked a lot. It was like 10 years ago, so I didn't know he was around so long. So I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, the mysterious Virgos, maidens of mystery. Okay, what is the solution for Virgos? Let's ask the question. Okay, so we have the Power card. So something you feel very passionate about is what the direction that you should be taking, okay? The thing that you feel so passionate about is where you are being guided. The next message is the accelerated motion, which is the Eight of Rods. And so there's a lot of encouraging energy around you. I see 2 8s, 8, 8. Let's see if we can get another one. No, we got 11. So we have Justice, Libra, and Balance. I think that in some way you're being guided towards a solution to rectify your current circumstances and to find a resolution to the things that are going on around you now. Let's see the next message. On the bottom, by the way, before I started shuffling, I saw this, Virgo. We have the 4 of Wands. Virgo, there's definitely something that you want to go towards. There's something you feel very passionate about. This is this card and this card. And I think that you're going to find quite an easy way through the situation. I think that the path is clear for you now. And I think that there are 2 separate energies that are going on here. There's this one that's clearing your path. It's like Michael, the archangel, is around you and protecting you. But here on this other side, we have this energy of this passion. Like, I want to go in this direction. This is what really resonates for me. This feels very powerful now. Let's see the next message. We have the 4 of Cups. There's some kind of offer being extended towards you, and you feel very, very enthusiastic about it, Virgo. Then we have the 7 of Wands, and you're sort of sticking up for yourself. So the whole situation in some way is validating you, or is making you feel very, validating you. It's in some way making you feel like this is me, this is who I am, this is where I want to go with things. And then you have the Sun. So whatever it is, the solution is great. Okay, so this is all about your character, Virgo. This is a time in which you're kind of achieving something. The solution is, let me try to describe it. There's something, and without getting excited, calm down, Veroosh, because I'm getting excited. After I told Libras my story, I had to calm down, Veroosh. Okay, so there's something that you're really excited about, Virgo, and there's some kind of a breakthrough, an offer to do with that. It's a small gesture forward. But to you, that signifies some kind of confirmation to something that you've really wanted to make real in your life. And it validates who you are as a person on the whole. And the way forward is clear, Virgo, for you now. So this is a time to walk through, and you will see the sun. You will see the breakthrough moment. Okay, there's a positive outcome in this direction, and I can sense your spiritual happiness, your heart's overjoyed with this energy. It's like you get to have this shooting star this time, Virgo. This time around, you get the shooting star. Okay, yay! Whatever it is, it's very good for Virgos, and I'm glad to see this reading because you guys have been getting a lot of those heavy readings right now, which is like, yeah, intense. Okay, next sign, we have Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at your energy. Am I oversharing, you guys? Let me know in the comments. Sorry. I'm just channeling, and then it reminds me of things, and I want to tell you guys a story. The Libra one. Yeah. I gotta find you guys a picture of me being a boss. When I was like, I had my first store I had when I was 7 years old. I sold all sorts of different crap outside of my grandma's house in communist Poland. So I was breaking the law, essentially. Yeah, a little criminal, Veroosh. Okay, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I sold flowers, I sold like little rocks, I sold snail shells, whatever I found, yeah. And lemonade, yeah. And I tried to get my brother to do it all the time. My little brother, he was my accomplice. Okay, so Pisces, what is the solution for Pisces? Okay. I think that came up because I have a friend who's a Pisces who has a store, and she's really on my mind right now and in my prayers and thoughts. And yeah, I'm very connected with her. I appreciate her a lot. Okay, so here is the next message. We have moving on, 6 of Swords. Okay, so there's a feeling that maybe you'll have to leave a situation. I think that that's the anxiety, Pisces. And then we have the mental conflict, which is the Two of Swords. And you're making peace with the current circumstances that are around you. On some level, you know that you have to change things. You have to move on. This got very somber, but this is beautiful. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is Jupiter. This allows for a breakthrough energy and hope to come into your life. So there's definitely some kind of a change. There's some kind of a breakthrough moment. There's some kind of a solution. There's some kind of a revolution for the better. I think that right now you're feeling a little bit worried, Pisces, that you have to leave something behind. But I think that there's going to be a dramatic change on your horizon, a dramatic change for the better before the end of April. Okay? Then we have the Three of Wands, which is things coming in for you. I think that like the results are coming in, you know, the consequences are coming in of some of life's choices, and it's not your fault. It really feels like it's your external world, Pisces. I feel very connected to you now. So it's like, it's your external world, the circumstances in your external world you're observing, and you're like, wow, I have to make these decisions right now. And it's very humbling. And then we have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This is where you get really logical, Pisces, and you'll really, you know, rise above your feelings. And I see you as actually being extremely logical through this situation and calculating what is the circumstances that I'm facing. So it's very much like logic and reason. And did you hear how my demeanor changed? I'm really feeling the energy, and hopefully you're sensing it in the way that the urgency I'm feeling like this like really logical way. A lot of the energy that I'm sensing right now is like being your own mother. So imagine being 5 years old and your mom saying, this is how you should do it. It's that logic and reason and that kind of you know, intelligence that you're dealing with, but you're your own mom in this situation, Pisces. And you're, you know, it's something that you don't really want to move on from or leave behind, but I think that you're making peace with the current situations. Caveat is, I don't think you necessarily have to move on from it, because I think this is coming. Let's see how that's... Boom! We have the Sun. Okay, so it may be different than what you're seeing now. So I would say suspend your worry and anxiety. Yes, the numbers are coming in and they are frightening, but I have a feeling that you need to come to terms with reality right now, and that's this part right here. But where it's going is that there's going to be some kind of a breakthrough that you'll be very happy about. Okay, that's the solution. Okay, fun. Okay, it was so nice to see you guys. Let's keep going. How many did we do? So we're about halfway through. I'm going slow right now. I gotta hurry up. Okay, so we have Aries next, Taurus. I did this in a window of time today, and I don't have a lot of... I wasn't going to do a video, but, you know, I really wanted to say hi. I miss you guys a lot, and I get so many messages that this stuff helps you guys, and that's important. So when I have the energy, I really want to. Taurus, what's the solution, my dudes, my Taurus dudes? Let's call you guys the dudes, because, you know, bull, and it's like cowboys, dudes. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense. The Taurus dudes, let's see. Okay, so first message is this is the Hermit, or the Solitude card. So this is the card of Virgo. Taurus, I think that you're spending a lot of time by yourself thinking about circumstances. You're very much in that kind of like, what will I do? Constructively thinking. I think that you feel very calm about it, but you don't really have a lot of room to accept external stimulation. So like other people saying things is irritating you right now. The next message is the solar plexus chakra. This is my favorite chakra. This is Mars, and this is the Sun. So I think that you're getting ready to make a drastic change or a drastic action. You're going to take a drastic action, and I think that it's going to be quite a powerful stance that you take. The next message is the Four of Wands, and so I think that you're going to make some kind of a big gesture towards a relationship or towards a home situation, but I have a feeling that it's very concrete. It's like, okay, I'm gonna ask this person to move in with me now, and we're going to start a family. There's like some very concrete, and it doesn't have to be in terms of a relationship, but you're getting ready to make a very concrete kind of decision about your life, and you're facing the music on life in general, given the current situations, and you're like, okay, now that I know things can change literally in a second, right? Things are changing for us in a second. Now that I know things can change for us in a second, I am going to in some way do what I really want, do what's really in my heart, and go follow through with what's important. No more doing in some sense, you're kind of coming to terms with the fact that you've been weak in the past, or weaker in some way, and like not doing what you want because you are doing what you think you should or what you think is appropriate. And you're not doing that anymore, Taurus. And then we have the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. For many of you, there's someone who's very, very important in your life, and they are someone with whom you have a deep, heartfelt heart connection. And I think that there's a real reverence for another human being in this reading that's on your mind, Taurus. And then we have the King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. This is resolve. King of Swords is like, look at his bow and arrow. He's just like ready to solar plexus out of there. He's like going for broke. So Taurus, you are going to very much follow through with something very, very quickly. And when Taurus, I love this Taurus energy. Taurus is like this. You guys rumble and then you're ready to go. And when you go, Taurus is known as a slow sign. I think it's one of the fastest signs, but only in certain increments. You know how certain cats can run really fast, but only for a short time? I think the cheetah is one of them. It's like you have this ability to like rumble, you're rumbling, and when you go, when you already know what you're thinking about, it's going to happen very fast for you. Whatever it is you've decided, that's the solution. Let's pick our last card for Taurus. We have the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of people are getting good cards. A lot of the signs are getting like there's going to be a change in fortune, things for the better, an upswing in energy. So I'm stoked to tell you that, okay? So there's an upswing in energy, breakthrough moment for Taurus as well. And I think that, yeah, I can sense this energy where you're kind of alone on something and you're about to go for it. And I think that you're going to find a lot of success in the direction you go. But you already know that. That's why Tauruses go so fast, because when you make that decision to move on something, to go in a certain direction, it's like, watch out. Like watch out, everyone. Like super, super fast speed, right? Okay. Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sagittarius. I've been getting massive downloads for Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I'm so excited for Tauruses. Sag. So your kind of archetype is the Hoover, okay? Like the vacuum. You're going to be, remember, you're on vacation now. I know that this is kind of spoiling your vacation, but in May, you have the South Node moving in Sag, and that's going to be very, very interesting, because you're literally going to be cleaning up the karma of the last 5 years of your life. And it's not going to be tough or hard. Don't think that way. But it's going to be very much hoovering up imagine little pieces of rice and carpet and trying to get it all out. It's going to be at first a lot, and then it's going to be like, oh, here's another grain, or here's another grain. So you will continually find like little things to address in your life that sort of started up in the last 5 years, okay? And it's awesome. It's very freeing energy, so you'll feel motivated. And look what you got. You have the Sun, so breakthrough moment and happiness. That's really good. And then we have the Emperor, which is Aries. So we have 2 fire energies right off the bat for Sag. So you're very high vibration right now as well. This is ruled by Mars, and this is ruled by the Sun. So again, solar plexus energy. And then we have the 2 of Swords, mental conflict. You're very happy in some kind of situation, albeit in work or be it in like your marriage or your relationship, something like that. And that's giving you a lot of mental peace. It's giving you a lot of reprieve. And Sag, remember, March, April, and the beginning of May is the time where this energy should be really strong for you. Very agreeable, relaxing, taking some time out, you know, sitting on your balcony if you can, just enjoying the weather, enjoying life as it comes. So I know it's a tough time for many people, and it's weird when you have a good transit in a tough time, because that means that your good transit is somewhat affected by your environment. But still try to remember that for you, the energy is high. So try to find like the positivity in everything, and try to give yourself those nice moments, Saggies. Okay, so here is the message. This is coming through again and again. I own this painting. I love it, but I'm not pulling it for that reason. So we have Jupiter here. Breakthrough moment, wonderful energy. You're still riding high off of Jupiter in Sag. Then we have the High Priestess. Look at this card. Like, oh my gosh. This is Marie White's deck. It's called the Mary L. Tarot. So there's some kind of mystical vision and everything. I think that when you have a certain degree of security in your life, Sag, it's like you're seeing things on a more profound level. Remember when I told you guys that Sag sometimes is seen by others as superficial, and so you guys end up with some superficial people in abundance in your life, like people that are just, I don't know, out for the gram, or like, I don't know, just very like, I don't know, clanky, right? And you guys aren't superficial at all. You're going to feel that difference even more so now. You're going to be, because you're feeling more profound. You're really feeling in the depth of, you know, your feelings and your perceptions. My Neptune is in Sagittarius in the first house. And so like, I know that energy, the depth, like you guys are so deep, but it's kind of, you're almost as deep as Pisces in some way. But it's like, it's a different sort of depth. It's a spiritual depth, which is always light and bright. It's always with God if you're Christian, or if you're another faith, then it's always with God. It's always with this higher purpose. And if you're an atheist, then it's always with science or whatever you believe. But there's always this really deep connection on a spiritual level to these higher forces, the things that govern us. And right now that's coming through really strong for you, Sag. So all those people that are superficial in your life, I think you're going to feel even more separation from them, because you pass with them because they see you as one of them. So they're like, oh, you're like one of us, but you're not one of them. You're much deeper and much more profound. And then you have the Eight of Cups. So you're definitely getting a chance to walk away from some problems. There's definitely a chance in the next 45 days to walk away from problems that were, let's see, things that were really troublesome to you, and ones that you couldn't resolve really easily, Sag. And so now you're simply walking away, and you're emotionally less impacted by this. You're emotionally less brought down by this, and you're just easing away from it. You're easing away from those circumstances, okay? Yeah, distancing yourself. Okay, so let's see the next message. Okay, that was a good energy. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. Okay, Sag. That was a really beautiful... Libra and Sag, I think, are my favorite readings today. And Taurus. Taurus's was great. Woohoo, Taurus. And I don't know why YouTube is censoring Lorinda's comments, maybe because you're copying and pasting them. Be careful, again, what I said about YouTube shutting down accounts that are spamming. I'm not saying you're spamming, you're helping, but that's what they may see. And because there's no one working at YouTube, or fewer people are at YouTube right now, they may shut down your account. So you don't want to risk that. Okay, next message. We have Cancer, which we've done. And Cancer, which we've done. And Aquarius next, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you for joining me, guys. Let's see what the solution is. Solution's on a roll. Let's see. How are you guys liking this reading? Let me know. Yeah. I'm just warning you, Lorinda. I think it's really nice that you're trying to spread the word, but try to send it a different way each time. I know it's a pain, but Yeah, thank you. So I appreciate it, but it's the computer that doesn't recognize it, yeah? Okay, so let's see Aquarius next. So we have Emperorship. So Aquarius has gotten some signs that they're moving into a stable relationship, or they've met someone who's very important to them. Also, this Emperor energy is really like you're in the right time and place for something. You're really in the right time and place for something to do with your life, something concrete in your life. It's just really solid right now. And that is applying to long-term strategies, Aquarius, and that's patience and planning, 7 of Pentacles. So these are, you're making some decisions about the long term, and you know, you're making decisions about the long term, and you're investing your time and thoughts into that kind of trajectory. The next message is we have the intuition card, the High Priestess. And so, yeah, so you see for yourself, I think in the next 45 days, you will see for yourself some kind of a bright solution to things. You're going to see for yourself, you know, where things are going. No matter what is going on, you will see some kind of like where things are going on a positive front. So you will definitely be the visionary here. You will be seeing the good direction things are going. We have the Empress right over the Emperor. I told you guys you're like moving into a relationship or something really solid around you at this time, a real connection with someone. There's some real long-term planning and a hopefulness towards your future. And guess what you got? You got the Sun, breakthrough moment, joy and energy. Do you guys know about the Imposter Syndrome? I just got a big hit on that. The Imposter Syndrome is when you believe that like the way you are is in some way wrong for like the environment that you're in, and it happens to people that are like very talented or super smart, because then they start questioning the merit of what they are, and so this stops people from moving forward. So it's kind of like judging your or questioning your own entitlement or questioning your own right to be there. And so I have a feeling that this is like you in some way overcoming your second guessing energy for some of you, because that just came through as a download. I just sensed like imposter syndrome. So you felt like for a long time, Aquarius, that wherever you were at, that it was tentative, that you didn't deserve to be there, that it wasn't the right situation. And I think essentially you grabbed the bull by the horns and you're like, okay, no, this is mine and I'm okay with that and I have a right to be here. And then you have the 6 of Discs. Speaking of bull, this is Moon in Taurus. So 6 of Pentacles, reciprocity. I think that you have a future in which you will give a lot back. I really believe that Aquarius is the sign of the generous, philanthropic, social consciousness people. You are our leaders in terms of bringing mindfulness to and awareness to, like, you know, being in some way mindfulness and awareness to being in some way, how do you say, like kind to other people, kind to the elderly, kind to people who have disabilities or experience disability. You know, like, you are the ones who are like saying, no, that's not okay to say. No, you guys are the biggest keyboard warriors for sure. And it's like, and deadly at it too. So like, you guys are the keyboard ninjas, not the keyboard warriors. And like my little Aquarian weirdos, right? and so there is this kind of energy. There is this kind of intense, unapologetic energy, a breakthrough moment, no holding back, and you're getting yourself situated in a situation that is very solid and very concrete and prosperous, but you see the silver lining. You see that the way you are, the righteousness is going to carry you through, and then in the future you will be giving back to others. You will have that generous expression of your Dharma, which is the North Node. Again, since we're more into the reading, let me show you the chart again to debrief what Dharma is. Dharma is the North Node, and this is the reading, what we're talking about, which is Uranus and Taurus sextiling the North Node in Cancer, which means that in some way we have a portal opening up for us that is telling us who we're supposed to be in the current situations. In whatever was going to happen at this time, whether it was fate or whether it was chance and fate or a mix of choices, now this portal is giving us an opportunity to find ourselves in the situation. So that's a little breakdown here. So here is the next message. We have Sagittarius, Libra, we've done. Pisces, we've done. I feel like I've done everyone. Aries, but I haven't. Scorpio's next. Okay, hi Scorpio. Scorpianas. Hey Scorpianas, how are you doing? Hey girl, hey. Hey Scorpiana, hey. How's it going? It makes me want to sing. Somebody said, Anna said in the comments, she's like, oh, you keep singing in front of Scorpianas. I'm like, I love Scorpio energy. Look at this. Passion ignited. Yeah, you guys make my life lit. Okay, so let's see. Let's see your energy. Scorpio, Scorpio. What is the solution for Scorpio? So we have Triumph, which is Cancer, the sign of Cancer. This can be physically moving, changing direction, or rising above some hang-ups, frankly. Like if you have some personal hang-ups, you're rising above them. Then you have the Taurus energy, which is the wisdom card. Okay, this is so funny that I brought up the chart and we literally got the transits that we're talking about in this reading. So let me just bring it up for you guys. So wisdom, this card represents Taurus, which is Uranus in Taurus, right? This is the part of the portal. And Triumph is the Cancer card, which is the North Node. And this is the portal that we're talking about, Taurus to Cancer. And Scorpio, you have this conjunction, or it's not a conjunction, it's a sextile, but you're forming this angle. And so what it means is that there's something inside of you that is rising above hang-ups, and then you are also connecting with others who represent the resolution of what you have just worked through in your heart. So let's say you're really shy and you're coming up out of that shyness, then you're meeting other people who maybe have been shy or who are sensitive to shyness, and you're making that connection, Scorpio. Okay, card fell out. Let's see what it is. You have 2. Oh, wow. You have the waiting game, number 2 of wands, and the Ace of Cups, love begins. So I think that Scorpianas are going through a real personal transit in which something within their heart is resolving, and that is leading to like overcoming things, that is leading to rising above things, and yeah, resolving, like, and also meeting new people or forming deeper connections with newer people, or there's just forming newer connections with newer people that are in some way in alignment with who you are. And there's this, you're waiting for that breakthrough moment in love because you know it's coming. You know that relationship energy is happening for you now. So you're setting yourself up for this ascension process. Queen of Swords around you, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. There was definitely some very critical talk around you. There was criticism, critical talk, you know, just harsh energy, and it got in your head. And even though this energy was resolved, Scorpio, in the past, like this is in your past, this person or situation, somebody harping down on you with criticism, it's done, but in some way it stayed with you, and you're resolving that now. So that's the solution, is resolving the criticism that got in your head. And then you have the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords, moving on by forming new connections. It's very hard to move on unless, it's very hard to move on, sorry, there was a truck, unless you have something to replace it. So you're getting something to replace it in this transit. And then we have the Knight of Swords, a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in air. And I think you're waiting for someone to say something. Another card fell for you. Ooh, look, it's the card of Taurus. Taurus energy is very strong for you, Scorpio. So maybe Tauruses and Scorpios are a beautiful match. But we have the Knight of Swords rising above situations, and somebody is going to bring in news for you that's going to tell you which way to go. That's the solution. You're waiting for that answer. I want to see 100 likes. Come on, we're not there yet. Come on, guys. Scorpios, Come on, my Scorpianas. I deserve some likes. I got up early. We're doing this now. How many signs are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's 2. Tell me which 2 are left. Leo and we'll see. I think so. Libra, Pisces, Gemini. Did I do Gemini yet? No, I haven't. I'm actually really good at remembering which, for the first few years that I was doing this, thanks for the 100 likes, guys. So the first few years that I was doing this, I was really bad at keeping order, and you, Tabby, keeping order is really helping right now, so thank you for that. But I'm actually really good at remembering now, whereas before I couldn't remember. I've trained myself. It's funny how the brain works. Gemini's turn. What is the solution for Gemini? Sorry for all my little caveats. I'm just excited to feel good energy today, and I feel really good energy, which means that, you know, I'm hoping that some good progress is being made right now. Okay, let's see. So we have the Wisdom card, which is the card of Taurus, Gemini. A big focus on community, your connection with other people. For many of you, a big focus on university. And then you have the Fool, which is a new beginning. So we have you're looking towards your community, and I think you're finding someone new to start a new beginning in the next 45 days. So there's within that community, Gemini, there's someone new for you to thrive with. There's a new beginning. Your community's going in a new direction, and you are a part of it. Accelerated motion. This is going to be a time of a lot of positivity that is being shared between people. This is a time in which you're really bonding with other people on a heartfelt level, and like you're feeling like yeah, you can do it. Lots of pats on the backs, lots of camaraderie, lots of positive connection. Okay, so let's clarify the cards. Let's see. So these are the more profound messages from the Marie White Tarot. You have the Tower. So one way of life has ended because you have this transit in your 8th house in Capricorn. One set of circumstances is ending or has ended, and now you're taking a new path. This is a huge reading today. Queen of Cups next, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Secondary transits in water as well. There's a powerful ally, a powerful heartfelt friend with whom you are spending a lot of time with and really on an emotional level connecting. This is a person who is your champion. This is a person who is very much there for you on an emotional level. This is someone who loves you and is really within their feelings. It could be a man or a woman. And then we have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. There's someone around you who's really smart, Gemini, and this person is telling you really encouraging words of which way to go. So it's like, you know, when someone gives you a compliment and it's just like platitudes, just like superficial, not very concrete, and it doesn't matter so much. It's like, you're pretty. Oh, gee, thanks. You know, like, does that matter? No. But if someone tells you like, wow, your eyes look like sapphires, or like, wow, your hair looks like honey and a sunset, like, you know, when you hear those kinds of comments that are more profound and deep, which is Queen of Swords, like really getting at something that is, you know, describing a profound quality of you, then you will feel very motivated to go in the direction you're going. So you're getting those profound kind of encouragement energy around you at this time. Okay? That's really nice. So that's Gemini. And last but not least is Leo. My little Leos, meow meow. Meow meow purr purr. Kittens, my little kittens. You guys are little kittens. Little kitten Leos, last but not least. Let's see your energy. Let's see. Yeah, I love you guys so much. Well, I mean everyone. Okay, so let's see this message. Message. So we have success and victory. This was a big card today. A lot of people got this. So success and victory and overcoming things as well. Let's see the next message. The Nine of Swords, suffering and silence. So Leo, I think that maybe, let's see. I want to see one more. Okay, truth and justice. There's a situation that is bringing great harm to your heart. There's a situation that is actually making you quite sad. And it's not new. I'm not forecasting that this is happening. This has happened, and it's something you're living with, right? And I think that you're going to find a way to confront it. I think you're going to find a way to confront it's an interpersonal situation. It feels like abandonment, or it feels like somebody's not treating you very nice, and it's really hurting your heart, okay? I think you're going to hit them with the 1-2 punch. I think you guys are going to surprise them, because I think they don't know what they're about to receive from you. I think you're about to confront it, and I think that's because you've already found your position on it. You've already found the way to think about a situation, the way to approach it. So it's like someone being mean to you, and you're basically figuring out how to confront it. Like, you're no longer hurt by what they are saying or what they are doing. You see it as their problem and not your own. That's a huge part of healing. And then you're about to make a decision about that situation. Somebody's hurting you, and you're about to make a decision to confront that situation. And that's the solution. Here is the next message. We have the Two of Wands. Okay, so you have definitely vision about this situation. You're getting a deeper, profound vision about this situation. And then we have the Ace of Wands. And so within that, it's like the way their behavior has been, or the way that situation has been, that has been bringing you down. I think that in it you find like yourself. You find your strength within this situation. And then we have the Nine of Wands, and you decide to be like, screw it, I'd rather be by myself. I rather hold back and not let someone in to hurt me. You know, when they say, like, in Eastern Europe, they say you have to let the vampire in for it to hurt you. Like, you have to actually physically let it into your house. And maybe you're like locking the door on the vampire. You're locking the door on the bad situation. It's like really hard it's really easy to say outside of a situation, but really hard to do when you're within it. But essentially, when somebody's being shady or malicious towards you, you're not going to get anything else out of them but shade or malice. Yet somehow, when we are in relationships, when some people treat us like that, we continue with that energy. And it's such a, like, I don't know why we do it. It's such a confusion. It's not the way through the problem, but yet we always sort of give people the benefit of the chance. At least most people do. And so it hurts a lot to even walk away from somebody you love as a friend or companion. It's hard to walk away from them even if they are treating you bad. And so that's what I'm trying to describe here, that you're finding your strength in a situation where you care about someone, but it's time for you to draw that door closed, lock it, throw away the key. Well, don't throw away the key, because then you'll be locked in, but just don't let the vampire in. Okay, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and let me know in the comments if you guys want other types of readings or what's going on. I might be gone for 5 days. I don't know when that's going to start, so if you keep seeing videos, know that it's coming, but everything's fine. And I'll be on Twitter. Twitter is daily-ish, one word, and that's my daily astrology, so you can follow me there for messages. And thank you guys all in the comments. Chin up, everyone. It's going to be a good day, okay? The moon is with Jupiter and just transited over Mars, heading to Pluto and Saturn. Really hope for insight and understanding of which way we should go. Thank you guys so much. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye.